Hello children. Children, I, Mrs. Inshu, will be teaching you moral science this year. So before we begin with the reading of the lesson, I want to tell you about the first unit test syllabus. Children, as it is written over here, unit test 1, chapter 1 and 2. Means chapter number 1, love the creator, and chapter number 2, I can do it myself. These two chapters are there in the first unit test syllabus. Now children, take out your moral science books. Take out the page on which contents are written. On that page, put a tick on unit 1 and write there UT1, and put a tick on unit 2 also and write there also UT1, so that in future you will not face any problem to find out the syllabus of moral science for UT1. So here you write UT1 after putting a tick on unit 1, and here also you write UT1 and put a tick on unit 2. So these two lessons are there in unit test 1 syllabus. Now let's start with the lesson. On page number 5, we are going to start with this lesson today. Unit 1, love the creator. Now children, as the name of the lesson depicts, love the creator. Who is the creator, children? Can you tell me who is the creator? Yes, there is only one and one creator in this whole universe. And who is that? That is God. God is the only creator of this whole universe. Whether it is the sun, the moon, the earth, the planets, the human beings, the plants, animals, birds, insects, everything, each and everything is created by God and nobody else. Each and everything is created by God. You see so many things around you. You see plants, you see animals, you see the birds flying in the sky, the stars, the sun which is shining in the sky, the moon, stars, all these things are created by God. And God is the creator. Who is the creator? God. And as the name of the lesson depicts, love the creator means we should love whom? We should love God. We should love God because He is the one who has given us everything. We are having our parents. Who has given us parents? That is also God. We are having our friends. Who has given us the friends? That is also God. We are getting food to eat. Who is giving us that food to eat? God. Everything is given to us by God. So we should love God. But do you know how can we love God? What are the ways through which we can show our love to God? Children, there are many ways through which we can show our love to God. Like at home, your parents are there. Do you love your parents? Yes, I am sure that everybody loves their parents. How can you show your love to God through your parents? By obeying them. When you obey your parents means you love God. If you disobey your parents, if you are not listening to your parents, you are disobeying them, it means you do not love God. Isn't it? Yes. So, like I have given you one example, the way you can show your love to God, that is by obeying your parents at home. And in the school, if you are in the school, how can you show your love to God? By obeying your teachers, by giving respect to your teachers, and by loving your classmates. Yes, you can love your classmates. Like suppose your classmate is in trouble, is having some problem. How can you love God through this? By helping your classmate. If your classmate is in trouble or is having any problem, if you help him in his problem, means you are loving God. You are loving God. So, there are many other ways through which you can show your love to God. Now, let's read about those ways through which we can show our love to God. Let's start with this lesson. We can express our love for God, the Creator, in different ways mentioned below. Children, now here down below so many pictures are given, as you can see, and in these pictures it is shown that these are the various ways through which we can express, we can show that we love God. These are the various ways through which we can show or we can express our love for God. Let's start reading. Which are those ways? Number one is prayer. Children, how can you show to God that you love Him? Through prayer. Every day when you get up in the morning, what is the first thing which you should do? That is prayer. What is that? Prayer. Early in the morning, when you get up from your bed, the first thing is that you join your hands and thank God. Thank you, God, that you have given me one more day to pray and to help others and to enjoy also. So, this is the first way through which we can show our love to God. And at the end of the day also, before we go to sleep, once again, we should join our hands and we should thank God. Thank you, God, that today I have made my day by helping others, by respecting my parents, by respecting my teachers, by respecting my elders, everybody. That this is what I have done today. And this shows that I love you. This is all through prayer. And this prayer, when you pray every morning and every night before you go to sleep, this shows that you love God. This shows that you love God. Second is obedience. What do you mean by obedience? Obedience means to obey others, to do whatever others tell you, whatever your elders tell you to do. Obviously, children, your elders will tell you always the right thing to do. They will never guide you wrong. If you are doing something wrong, obviously they will tell you, no beta, this is wrong. You should do the right thing. They are the ones who will guide you to the right path. Yes. So when they tell you, okay beta, this is wrong thing, don't do it, you should obey them at that time. What should you do? You should obey them at that time. So when you obey them, it shows your love to God. It shows your love to God. You should obey your parents, your grandparents, your elder brothers and sisters, your friends, like your teachers in the school. All are elders, na? Yes or no? Yes, all are elders. So you should obey them. Next is helpfulness. Now children, as I have given you one example in the beginning of the lesson, like suppose in the school one of your classmates is in trouble, he is having some problem, or he has not brought his pencil box that day, and he tells you, dear friend, please give me one pencil so that I can do my work for the day and I will return you before I go home. So what is your duty at that time? What will you say? No, I will not give. No, this is wrong. You will obviously help him by giving him one pencil, and this shows that you love God because you are helping others in the time of their need. If you are helping others in the time of their need, obviously God will be happy with you and He knows that you love Him. That's why you are helping others. So, always help others. Like one more example, like you can see in this picture, one boy is falling down and another one is helping him to catch him so that he doesn't fall down from the hill. He might be climbing the hill and he fell down. And the other one is trying to help him, to catch him so that he doesn't fall down. So, this is helpfulness? Yes. So in the school also sometimes what happens in the ground, in the playground, some children are playing and while playing they fall down, they fell down. One of them falls down. What will you do? You will laugh at him? No. Obviously no. You will go and help that child and take him to the office so that he can be given medicine at proper time. So this is our duty to help others. In this way also we can show our love for God. Now the next point is caring for animals and birds. Like children, some people are there who keep the birds in the cages at home. Is it good? Is it right? No. Let the birds be freed because God Himself has given them wings to fly in the open sky. They should not be trapped in cages. So, you should see that if anybody has done that, you should tell them, guide them. No, this is wrong. These birds should be left free in the open sky so that they can live their own life. And what about animals? Like some people are keeping pet dogs at home. And if you are having a pet dog at home, obviously you should take care of that dog. You should feed him at proper time, give him water to drink at proper time, take care of its cleanliness at proper times every day. So these are all the things we should take care of regarding animals and birds, because these animals and birds are also created by God only. Nobody else has created them. So if we will harm them, obviously we are hurting God, because He is the one who has created these birds and animals, not we. If we will care for them, obviously God will be happy with us. So what is our duty? We should take care of these birds and animals. Next is protecting nature. Children, what is our duty towards nature? Should we destroy nature? Should we cut the trees? No. We should protect nature. We should plant more and more trees. And the people who are harming the nature, we should guide them. We should tell them to stop all this. Because if nature is not there, obviously we will also not be able to survive on this planet Earth. Because of this nature only we are able to live on this earth. Our existence is possible only if nature is there. Otherwise, nature will give us a hard throw if we will destroy nature. Understood? So children, in this video, I will teach you up till this point. In the next video, I will teach you the rest of the points of this lesson. Thank you.